Because when you have programs like this, as you all know, when you don't know the person, there's a lot of apprehension about is it a good thing? Like, are they going to deliver what they say they're going to deliver? All of those types of things, right? Come up and you're like, oh, okay, I'm not sure. For the Muslim people, a lot of them already know me from like work that I've been doing over the last 20 years. So they already kind of, if they don't know me, then they heard something that I've done. So it was easier for those people to naturally kind of trust me. So I think that's probably why the group ends up being like half and half. You know what I mean? Like half of them that already know and trust me, and then have new people that took a chance and and went forward. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. All right, so let me formally okay. All right. So good day, everybody. Today is Monday, March 23rd, 2026. This is our Legacy Story Keepers office hours and feedback time where we are able to present our materials, ask questions, get feedback, move the needle on whatever it is that we're working on in our projects at that time. So, today we're going to do a writing prompt in the beginning. So if you don't have a piece of paper, you can do it on paper. If you're going to open up a new document, you can open up a quick Google document, whatever. But we're going to do a 5-minute quick dump on a specific topic. So I'm going to give you that in just a minute. So while I'm giving you announcements, I'm going to let you all grab a piece of paper. You can write on paper, or if you want to type, you can open up a Google Doc or something, and we're gonna do a 5-minute writing prompt, free writing, and I'll explain what that means in a second. Um, okay, so that is that. Now, for those, I want to be clear, we're going to be cleaning up these emails that are going out, right? You all receive emails twice a week now, reminding you about these sessions on Monday, the sessions on Wednesday. So this is the last week, next week, actually. No, this is the last. Today is what, the 23rd. 23rd, um, April. Yeah. So this is next week is the last session for next week. Monday is the last session for those of you who have quote unquote graduated, right? With this particular program. If you're going to be continuing, then it'll be a different program. I'll send you all that. And if you want to continue with the office hours, what we've decided to do for you all is that if you want to continue coming to these sessions, when you join the Beyond the Book, you'll also have access to these as included in that membership. So that membership is 97 a month. It focuses on beyond the book, like publishing, speaking, authoring, all of those types of things are things we're going to be doing in there. But we're just going to add these sessions to that. So if you want to continue, you don't have to pay separately. Like it'll just be a part of that monthly ongoing membership for that. So that means you will stop receiving emails for this and your inbox won't be bombarded, but you'll still be kept within the loop on any other things that we do as well. So those who are joining that though, send me an email or I'll send you all the link again so that you can get registered for that. That's going to be starting April. I'm looking over at my calendar. Now, Miss Willie and those who we're doing your publishing. Miss Willie, I received your payment. I think it was right around Eid time. So I think the end of last week or such. So our team will be reaching out to you to get you onboarded, right? You'll send over your document. We will go over, do our review and such. You'll also be receiving a thing to fill out for your cover because we're going to redo your cover. If you want it to look like how you did, that's fine. You can tell us, okay, I want it to look like this, but add this or whatever, and we will do that. If you want to go from a clean slate, then we'll make a couple of different options for you based off of the synopsis and what we know and such, and present those to you. And then we can, you'll fix it up. So you'll have some things that you'll receive from us, and you will return that back, and then we will tweak it, go through the revisions, and we will be finishing up your project as well. The publishing side, so we'll show you how to make the accounts. There are some accounts that we make to get the printing and all of those things done. So a couple of different companies we use for that. We'll show you how to do all of that. So right now, your next step will be to send us the document if you haven't already.
I
And
have.
she will,
I have.
okay,
I
great.
sent it twice. Yeah.
Okay, great. So Fatima will go in and she'll look at that and then we'll start you on the process with that. And then I think that we had a date. Didn't you have a something coming up? Was it you or someone else? Did you
Yeah.
have a
I
yeah.
had a date. I had a date in July where I'm hosting a conference, being a host for a conference, and I have been given privilege to be able to sell my book.
Okay. And remind me of that date.
But of course I want the book before July.
Uh-huh. But re
Yeah.
remind me of that date. What is that date?
July 18.
July 18th. Okay. So just this is for everyone here. If I have a date, right? So I know if I have a date July 18th and I need to have my books ready for that. So this is how we think about like publishing from the time when the book is finished with the draft. So July 18th is a Saturday. I know that I would probably need the books in hand, by the 15th at the latest. So that's bump it back 3 days. It takes like 2 weeks to get the books ordered if you're getting, physical
Mhm,
copies.
mhm,
So then I will bump that back and say, okay, I need to have my order in by July 1st and to order the actual physical books, right?
mhm,
So July
mhm,
1st, around that time would be around the time to order
mhm.
um the
But
books.
but you just use it as an example, but I would want the book before July.
So let's keep going. So
Okay.
July
Okay.
1st, we got to order the books by July 1st. In order to order the books, that means it has to go through the
Oh, you moving
approval
back.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yes.
has to
Yeah.
go through the approval process in the printing system and such. So that would take us back to about July, I mean June 25th, meaning that around June 25th, the book would need to be uploaded into the system in order to get it approved by July 1st so that we can order July 1st. Now, what has to happen from June 25th, going backwards, right?
Hmm,
So from
hmm,
June 25th, if I'm if I am uploading the book June 25th and that is needs to be the final one because we're not doing revisions after that, right? That has to be the final one. So that means that I need to step back like even 2 weeks before that, which would be June 25th. That's about June 11th-ish or so. So that means that you need to have a proof copy, like a physical proof copy that you're reviewing and such around June 11th in order for any last changes that need to be made or such to be completed by June 25th. So walking backwards from there, right? So
hmm,
June 11th is when you would need like your proof copy or so. So that means that we would need to order your proof copy probably really the end of May, like May 28th, because sometimes it can be 2 weeks before the proof copy comes. So that would take us back to about May 28th is when we're ordering your proof copy. Okay. That's ordering your proof copy. So that's May 28th. Now, in order to order, stay with me, y'all. I'm just like walking it all the way through so you can kind of see how this works. So, in order to order a proof copy, the cover has to be complete, right? The interior has to be formatted, and it also goes through their approval process. So, that means that it would need to be uploaded by around May 22nd or so. May 22nd would need to have all the documents final and uploaded into their system so it can go through their first approval process, which allows us to order a proof. All right, so now I'm at May 22nd. So I'm doing this so that everybody can see like
Mhm.
exactly how the time and such goes. Okay. So we're at around May 22nd where the files are all uploaded into the system. The cover is done, everything is done so that we can get the actual proof copy. So in order for us to upload it, that means that it has to be designed, right? And the cover has to be finalized. So the design process takes around a week. So that would be taking us back to May 15th. And these are approximate dates or whatever, right? So that means May 15th-ish, the book has to be designed, finished. Like it has to be the stuff has to be given to the guy so that he can um do the design and have the design by the 22nd. So now we're at 15th. Stay
Mhm.
with me, y'all. Stay with me. So we're at the 15th, which means that we've given the book designer the edited file because the book designer doesn't do any editing. He's just a designer. That's all he does, right? So walking backwards from there, we got to talk about the editing, right? So that means we have about from now until around May 11th to clean up the draft, to do all of the editing and everything that needs to be done. We have just from about now to about May 11th-ish or so, for us to read it, give you feedback. You read it, give us, the first round of revisions, and then we read it again, give you feedback. There's two revisions rounds. So all of that needs to happen during from now till the end. The latest would be around May 11th. So that's
Mhm.
how much time we have for editing the book. And this is all like to get you books in hand by, what did I say? Like around July 15th-ish or so. So I want you to see that if we try to move that up, meaning like if you want books by July 1st or something, then we got to move everything else up
Mhm.
from there. So the editing phase is the critical phase, and getting the materials back and forth, like getting the actual content cleaned up, is where the bulk of the focus needs to be so that the everything else can go smoothly, because some of those other dates we don't have control over how long it takes them to approve it or how long it takes them to ship out the proof. Those aren't things that we can control, but what we can control is working through the document and cleaning it up, right, making sure the actual content is set. So I'm going to pause there, and just so you can let it land, and we'll type everything out so you can see the dates and such, and when things need to be back, but I just want you all to kind of see an overview of
Mhm.
what happens.
Okay. And that's important for me because I I said April, I said arbitrarily before I even completed it. I said April, May. So I think the last time we talked, you talked about maybe by May, Mother's Day, or the end of May. So I've already sent my stuff. So I'm ready to be focused.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I really want June before July,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
definitely.
All right.
Um,
So, um, yeah. So, yeah, so we have your stuff. I have a meeting with Fatima after this or whatever. And
mhm,
so we'll, go over from our side, but I just want
mhm.
everybody to kind of be
Yeah.
aware of what goes on in
And,
there.
and and things happen. I mean, the world we live in, God knows, we may not even have electricity in May. We never know. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
and then what I am going to do, and I think probably you or Fatima will discuss with me. I'm on social media. Um, I have some things that I've already set up for each week to have a little blurb about something as it pertains to the subject matter that I'm doing. Everybody and their grandmother, maybe it's because my algorithms are saying anything that's related to divorce, everybody's doing divorce stuff. Come the divorce lawyer and this and that and whatever. but it's not my story. So, but
Yeah.
because I am on Facebook and I'm going to be more visible on LinkedIn, um, and I have people who know by word of mouth that I'm doing. My tagline is that I'm turning the pages and chapters of my life into a book. That's sort of like what I'm saying because I've been talking about it. My business is turning the page um,
Mm,
services, so I'm just using those keywords. But each week, I think I have up to about 8 weeks before I actually get the book. It could be 10 weeks. Each week, having a little something in there to keep people's interest.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you all have some type of marketing advice that you all give out as well, as far as,
Yeah. So that really comes in like it's with us. That's really what the Beyond the Book program like that is going to be focused on are those things.
mhm.
And with the marketing of this, um, yeah.
And
So,
when I say marketing, I'm not talking about
uh,
necessarily money. I'm just talking about exposure. Of
yes,
course, I
yep.
want to make money, but I mean, that's
Well, it
not the,
comes, they're hand in hand, right?
yeah, yeah,
So, this is sort of what we're going to be talking about in the Beyond the Book, like how to actually take your book and monetize the message,
yes,
right? How
yes,
to
yes.
monetize the message. There are several ways that you can do that when you want to monetize the message. One is that you sell the actual book and you make money from the royalties of the book. That is the lowest way to monetize the message because you're making just a few dollars off of each book sale, right? And so you would have to have that's a volume game,
Mm-hmm,
selling a lot in order to make that
mm-hmm,
$5, $6, whatever it is per book sale, right?
mm-hmm,
On
mm-hmm,
another side is that when you monetize your message, is you say, okay, well, I want to become a paid speaker around this topic that I am presenting. So I'm going to be paid an honorarium, however much that honorarium is, 1,000, 1,500, 250, whatever it may be.
mm-hmm,
But I'm getting paid an honorarium to present at conferences, to present at Women's Days, to present at other events surrounding the topic in which I am sharing, right? The topic my
mm-hmm,
book is focused on. So in that way, I'm at another level now, right? I'm getting paid to speak. I'm using my book as the driving force to bring me attention. And
mm-hmm,
now I am elevated as a speaker on this subject that I'm bringing forward, right? So I may have a signature talk that's based off of my book, and I give that speech in multiple locations, right? Now, that's the second level, paid speaking. The third level, I actually have, you know what? I'm going to pull it out for the Beyond the Book thing. Like I laid this out. There are multiple things that we're going to be going through on how there's multiple ways to how to monetize it. And I laid it out, but I'm going to share three with you right now. So the royalties, the paid speaking. The third thing is that, okay, I have a business where I am helping other people do something that my book is focused on. So maybe I have a healing from divorce retreat, or I have a healing from divorce consulting or coaching business, um, or I have a healing from divorce course, you know,
mm-hmm,
and I am sharing that I'm helping other people go through that. And so they're buying that course, they're coming into that program, or they're paying for me to coach them or whatever, right?
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
that's a third level of
Okay.
utilizing your book to monetize your message. And when you do that, however much people are paying for that course, if they're paying 5,000 for this course, if they're paying, it's a $10,000 program, whatever it may be. And there are programs that are higher than that, right?
Mm-hmm,
Whatever it
mm-hmm,
ends up being. But that's different than selling 10 books, right? Because now they're coming in, let's just take $1,000 because that's an easy number. So they're paying $1,000 for this course, where the book, I only made $5 off of that book, but it turned into $1,000 customer, right? So maybe I only sold 200 books or 150 books, but 10 of those people paid me $1,000 to come into this program, right? So now I've made 10,000 from my book versus just 10 times five, $50. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's multiple ways of looking at it, and really it depends. All of you all are, the majority of you all are retired, like you're living your life. So you have to just decide, what do I want from this? Do I want to use this book and maybe get an extra 5,000 a year so that I can take another vacation? Like, is that my goal for it? Do I want to just spread the message and that's really my goal? So deciding what you want and what you have the bandwidth for, what you have the bandwidth
Yes.
for is going to dictate how you decide you want to use it.
Gotcha. Okay. So you are going to send something out that goes into the, well, it's going to explain what you just explained, the beyond the book piece,
Yeah,
what you're getting in general, um, and I guess the different subjects.
yeah. Yep. I sent it last week, I think, but I'll resend it again. So yeah, the Beyond the Book program
I
is
did see it, but I'm not sure. I don't remember I
what
don't remember the highlights of it. That's it.
yeah.
I did see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not as in depth as us meeting twice a week, for this.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
centered around us with these subjects that I'm giving you, talking to you. There are things around there, but what the Beyond the Book is centered is around whatever there's like a process. One, deciding what you want to do,
Right.
what you want to achieve, how you want
Okay.
to, and then helping you all lay that out. Like
Got
that's
it.
what
I
that
got it.
is. And it's centered to be a place where you can come back and say, okay, Zarina, or one of our coaches, right? Um, I put together a one sheet speaker sheet, and I presented it to 10 women's group, but I only got one women's group that said yes or something, right?
Hmm.
Or zero of them, zero of the
Hmm.
10 that I presented said yes for this, for my topic. It's like, what do you think I should do? So in that case,
Hmm.
we may look at your speaker sheet, right, and see,
Hmm.
okay, how is it presented? Or maybe the groups that you presented to may not have been the best fit,
That's
but how
fine.
do we help
Okay.
you tweak it? Those are,
Strategize.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
really
Okay.
what
Okay.
that is
Yeah.
about. Yeah. All right.
I have a question. As I'm listening, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to publish my personal story. I think I've already told you that. I want to do that just for my family.
Yeah.
Uh, Things that I will do in the future, including my ancestry, that piece that I have to do that. That has to be a real book, one that you will do, one, But in the meantime, I need time in between to finish my research and do my prep, because that's not going to be something that I can do in a month or 2 months. So if I took a break from this, and didn't do anything on writing going through the process, but came back, say, in July to rejoin the group. Will I be able to do the Beyond the Book at that time? Will I be able to come back in and say, okay, Zarina, I need help now. This is where I am now. Or do I need to just go somewhere else?
So what kind of book are you doing?
I'm doing essentially what Sharon has done. I've been, for the last 3.5 years, I've been putting together all of my family through Ancestry DNA. I've been putting together all of my family genealogy back several generations. So I have the documentation for my father's side, both his mother and father, and my mother's side. I just need to sit down and compile that stuff and write the storyline that goes with it. Like uh, in 1760, we have records showing out where our family lived, not far from here in Granville County, and how they made the pilgrimage down to Wake County and what they did and members of the family and all that kind of stuff. I just need to write the text, the story that goes with the research findings.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not something I need to be on the call for every week, or have any, because I know what I need to do. I just need a little bit of time. I had a whole lot of stuff going on this year. So I need a little bit of time to, get prepared to come back to you and say, listen, I got my stuff now, I'm ready. Because I really want you guys to help me through that. I really need you to help me through that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I could go somewhere else, but I would just soon stay with you guys because I know you, I know your product, I know your process.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm just, I think I would benefit from a little time not in the circle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I don't
Yeah.
want to come back and pay 12 or $2,000 to get back in the circle again.
Yeah. Um, so a couple of things. One is that the so a couple of things. One is that I oftentimes find when people take a break, it can be a longer break than what they imagined, right? So I'm not speaking just to you, I'm just speaking in general,
I
right?
got
Like
you.
we've had a lot of people sometimes they say they're gonna take a break, but then life so da da da, and then it ends up being like, oh my God, like I didn't finish because X, Y, and Z came up or whatever. So what I would say is don't underestimate the power of having weekly accountability times that are set, even for yourself mentally. Like, okay, this week I'm doing this week I'm doing that. With you in particular, if you have like something that you want to do during that 2 month time, like use the time, use these markers, if you will, as checkpoints for continuing to go forward, right? If you're saying I just need like a break totally, like I just want a whole mental break, like I don't want to touch anything, I don't want to do anything, like I'm just taking a 2 month break or whatever, and then coming back. For graduates, you can join, for you all, you're a grandfather then where you'll be able to join the Beyond the Book side and come in. Um, Yes, you will be able to, but I would caution you on thinking that you may come back in a few months or so. It
Well,
doesn't always work that
I,
way.
I already know that I'm coming back sooner rather than later. I already know that. It's
Mhm.
just, look, I just need a little bit of time because I've been religious. Well, all of us on this call have
Yeah,
been
you guys have been,
religious about always being here on Monday, and we never miss.
yeah.
Rare. I don't think I missed, but maybe once, maybe. I don't know.
Mhm.
Wednesday on Monday. Um, so this is important to me.
I
It's really
understand.
important to me, but I just feel like I need a little space and bookends, like, okay, I won't start on April 1st, but I will start on July 1st, or I will start on
Mhm.
August 1st. And I have to keep my word. If I went across the table and showed you my documentation for each family, I'm like, this stuff's got to get out of my kitchen. It's not
I
doing any
love
good.
that.
It's not doing any good sitting in these boxes labeled, ready. And it's just waiting on me to sit down. I think I might need to meet with a genealogist to have somebody just verify that what I have found is accurate. Most of it I know is 100%. I did get to a place where I was like, oh, I don't know about these baptismal records from England. I don't know about these, I've gotten to a place where I've had a couple of uh, roadblocks. So
Mhm.
I might need some help from a genealogist to get me past that. But,
Mhm.
outside of that, I have no reason, especially my daddy's side, I have no reason not to finish that. I mean, like yesterday, I just was doing this. I
Got
was
you. I
I,
got
I
you.
was
I got
having fun writing my children's stories and capturing the moment while I was on my trip and being done with this other book. I will share with the class after, when we go around for share and tell. I've had kind of an interesting response from my former husband. He did not have a whole lot to say about my draft when I gave it to him to read. I let him read it.
you. Yeah.
But he's had a little time to think about it, and he's decided he might have some objections to it. And I was
Oh
like,
my God, please share it.
I know. I feel that way now. I feel
I'm
that
on a
way.
hot seat, guys.
It's like why are you gonna go back and second think it now? You didn't have a problem with it when you were doing it. So anyway, I still have to. I gotta finish that and decide. I mean, it will be printed, whether it's in a 3-ring binder and handed off to my children. It will be that will be. I have Well, it's done. It's already done. It's just a matter of how I want to dress it up and share it. But my children's books, I gotta get those finished. The two little, tiny books. But the other books, I'm ready. I think I would benefit from just a little bit of time when I did taxes last week. I had a conference last week. When you got something all the time, you feel like you haven't had a chance to breathe.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Can I add something real quick?
yes.
Um, I I I hear you, Mom. For me, I'm stepping out beyond the limb. I'm not on the limb. I'm on the skyscraper, getting ready to jump off. And what compelled me to keep going, even though I have the book in hand just yet, is the support that I have gotten from this group and your positivity, Zarina. So y'all don't leave me now, because I'm on the list, okay? And so I got to see this through. I
Yeah.
got to see it too, holding my baby in my hand. And I'm getting some responses here and there. Can't share my somebody's list. Can't share that. And some like, do what you can say, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Still gonna print it. So, but I just wanted to throw that in there. And the other thing is timing. I mean, all jokes aside, um, I could think of putting it off, but prayerfully, sometimes you know in your gut
Yeah.
that it's the time, because you say, well, I'm gonna do it later. It is the time. So I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I need you guys. I wanted to take a break and say, well, I'll do this, and then maybe then go pub. No, I got to do it now. So I just had to say that.
Yeah.
My case is different from Mama's case.
I
Mhm.
She,
think you're right. Because see, I'm at
something about the
peace.
time, something about the
Yeah.
time.
And
Because
see,
and two things, well, let me say, two people who were um pivotal in my story died in the last 6 months.
Oh, wow.
oh
But
wow.
it wasn't a bad thing. It was like I could hear it was a closure.
Hmm.
So I may seem a little crazy about this, but y'all, please help me get through this. I
Well, we
I
got
I,
you.
I can't wait. You
Yeah.
know, the momentum too. Like in the church world, we say the spirit is saying now's the time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know,
And see, that's the
um,
thing about being a part of this group and what I would miss about those, like we're doing now, our check-in.
yeah, yeah,
That's what keeps us going.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm afraid to, stop, but I know what I need in my head
Mm-hmm,
to really do it right and do it
mm-hmm,
well.
mm-hmm.
So
And
it's
not to
just,
mention the money.
yeah,
I'm
well,
not.
yeah, I can't
I,
start over.
I,
Now
I'm not.
I
I'm
can't
not
do
gonna
it
say.
again at the
I'm not
full
gonna
price.
say. I just came back from the bank and I'm like, okay, what was there is gone. I've already sent it to Zarina.
Uh,
I ain't telling nobody, but it's gone.
Yeah.
but
And to be
but I
honest,
end
you
up,
all, this price is about to go up for
and
the
and
others.
it should.
And it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
You know
I
why
mean,
I say it should? I
yeah.
have checked other, not on my own. You get bombarded
Yeah.
with all this stuff, and I'm like, for the camaraderie
Yeah.
alone. I'm saying
that,
this to Serena. I'm not talking about your technique. I'm not talking about your strategy. I'm not talking about your business plan. Um, Sometimes people can have the same knowledge you have,
yeah.
but they're not you.
Mhm.
They're not.
It's
anointed.
delivery and that personal
They're not
coaching.
anointed. Let me just use that word anointed. They're not anointed to do that. So that makes a difference.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you all.
Okay.
Yeah, the price is about to go up for the core
Yeah.
program because
Yeah.
like I mean, it's an expensive program to run with all of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
coaching and the softwares and the,
Yeah.
coming twice a week and da, da, da. It's an expensive program to run. Just, yeah. But other programs, like, we've looked around for the
Mm-hmm.
level of other programs, it's the course you get without any of the actual check-ins and such. Like you get the course alone, the portal alone, with none of what we're doing here. You get that for 2000, right? Like you don't get, any check-ins,
Yeah.
especially not for months. And a lot of them are really strict. Like, I'm kind of loosey goosey sometimes. So I extend stuff and, oh, you can still come and I still do all of that. But yeah, the core program is about to go up because it
And
can't.
it should. It should. I would say it should.
Yeah.
Well,
So when
this
And
y'all
I'm a
friends
parent.
consumer.
come, just know y'all got the grandfather. Y'all got in early. Your friends.
I got in just in
No,
And we
this is
still get the
where
portal. I think we
Yes,
still get the portal.
yes, you
yeah,
do.
the portal is still there.
what
Yeah.
I have gained is so much that this course has paid for itself 4 or 5 times with things in my life, personal, business, like and professional. This course has been invaluable to me. You know, um, it's just been awesome in terms of my $2,000 investment. My $2,000 investment has really turned into a $2 investment because I've gotten so much from it. If there was some way I could, when they say you can't get blood from turnip, I got blood from turnip.
Mm.
It's class. I mean, it has helped me immensely, immensely. And I do mean that immensely. And you know how I feel about it. I'm like, I want to stay, I want to stay, I want to stay, I want to stay. And I really and truly do. And Willie, that was so sweet of you to say, don't y'all leave me.
I know.
Not crazy
Y'all
about you,
got me out on the not out on the on the skyscraper, get me to jump off.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, it has been invaluable. And I wanted to do beyond the book, but I had a limit. Like for me personally, $50 a month was what I had thought. I get $50 a month is what I had budgeted, for beyond. And for it to be 97, it's a little bit too much for me at this time. Maybe when I get some bills paid off, I'll be able to come back. But right now, I'm not going to be able to do that.
Yeah. So, what I would say first, thank you so much for letting us know about the value that you receive from the program. Definitely um, appreciate your feedback. And I also always say I appreciate you all being active in the group, right? Because you can have a container, but if people don't show up and don't use it, then hey, so the success is both ways, right? You all being active, showing up, doing the work, that is a key component with the beyond the book portion, sometimes with things like that, you got to think about like, how do I get that back, right? So if that coming into that beyond the book helps you sell an extra 10 books a month, right? Where you get $10, uh, let's say you make $10 per book and you sell an extra $10, 10 books a month based off of the material that you get within the program, then that pays for itself. If that Beyond the Book program gives you one tip that you can use to go out and get a speaking engagement that is $250 where you got paid for that speaking engagement and your investment was 97 a month, then the program pays for itself. So when I think about investments that I make, because I'm in programs that are I have some programs where it's a hefty five-figure investment, high five-figure investment to be in some of the rooms and to get some of the knowledge. But the way that I can think about it for myself is, okay, if I'm in this thing and I get this piece of knowledge and it allows me to flip it into something else, then it was worth my investment. So you got to think about it from that perspective. And if that's not a way that it will work for you, then, okay. But if I'm coming into something like that, like in the Beyond the Book, and I'm thinking about, okay, well, how am I going to use this investment in order to turn this liability into an asset? That's the way I have to go into it. So if I sell an extra 10 books a month, that's 10 books. If I sell 10 books a month, then that pays for my, investment in that little Beyond the Book thing. So think of it like that. One more thing I'll say with this in this realm, and this is something I do like in general, right? So I have this classic car. Many of you all saw my Facebook post. It's a 1960 Ford Fairlane that I have been wanting to restore for years, Miss Willie. Yes, I've been wanting to restore this 1960 Ford Fairlane for years. Now, I was talking to the gentleman about how much it's going to cost me to restore this car. I don't have a lot of little, just restore car money. I'm not Beyonce or something to just have a little fun car just to be restoring it, right? So I had to think about how am I going to take this liability, right, and turn it into an asset for me? How can I make this car work for me? So what we came up with is that number one is content. It's going to cost me probably to do it well, it might be around 10,000 to do this car. If I just get it running and such, it might be around 4,000-ish or so. So let's just say at the well price, 10,000 for me to do this car. Z ain't got 10,000 just to be playing with no little car that I'm going to drive like, once in the dream cruise down, the little classic car show or whatever. We ain't rolling like that yet. So I had to say, how can I take this car and make it into an asset for me? So what we came up with was number one, I restored this car, right? And I do interviews where I take elders in my car and then we go and we roll around and we do interviews, right? So this is content. This is content that we put on YouTube, content that we put on Facebook, all of those things, right? So we are able to get sponsors and all kinds of income would come from that realm. The second thing is that we have wedding season. I could rent out the car for photo shoots, right? So in that sense, I'm not putting a lot of wear and tear on the car, but they're utilizing the beauty. They want the nostalgia, right? So I turn this liability into an asset. So this is the way I look at investing in programs. What am I getting out of it? And how can I take whatever that monetary investment is and be able to flip it where I'm getting a benefit from it? So for you all, when you're looking at, okay, why would I invest $97 a month into staying in this container? Is it worth it for me? And this is a question you all have to answer for yourself, right? But thinking about what does this investment get me? If I sell an extra 10 books a month, right, from the knowledge, from the things that I'm doing in the program, then it's worth it, right? So that's the way I look at that kind of stuff, Miss Sharon.
I know for me, it's like I need a new computer. Here I am today, I had to get back on track because some things were happening and to finish up my format in my book. I'm just at the format. And it's like, I need the new computer. Before I write the next book, I got to have a new computer, plain and simple. And I know you're like, well, Sharon, they have payment plans, but I don't like to do that because I like to pay cash and done. And it's because, bills really give me headaches.
Diving.
I have like almost an 800 credit score because I pay my bills on time. And I love them. My mama didn't tell us anything. She said, have good credit. And it really has worked. But the stress from that, I had my $3,500 teeth. I got to come out from under my debt. I'm like, Marva, I'm gonna come back, but I gotta get from under my financial debt first because it really stresses me out. Because I like to pay people that I owe. I like my AAA good credit score. And that's just basically where I am, because like I said, I don't like stress and I really feel like the breast cancer I got it from chronic stress, taking care of my mom.
Mm.
So I just have to, when it comes to
That's another subject real
bills,
quick you may
well,
want to talk about one day is that chronic stress, leading to health.
yeah,
Um, that I think is a very important thing, whether it becomes a book or not, but just that's something I think that more people need to talk about because we're in the epidemic right now with that. I know 3 people personally that have been diagnosed with breast cancer within the last 3 months. Like that's 3 people I know personally. Like I don't think that's normal. Um, so yeah, there's definitely some stuff going on. I think we have to talk about those things. But yeah, so we're from the business side, we're restructuring. To be honest, I have to do a better job of putting parameters in because I can end up like giving the whole program away forever and be working, 10 years for 2000 and that's
right,
not
right.
sustainable. So,
We
I
can't let you
gotta,
do that. You can't
yeah,
No,
do that.
no.
I know, I know. They all tell me,
And
yeah.
I
Shift
think
to,
all of us are in agreement that this has been an exceptional experience. I think we all agree. And I'm very hesitant about taking my little 2, 3 months off because the fire is burning. I'm like, Miss Willie, the fire is burning. I need to get this done. And to do it and give it my best. Because I don't have a book to market right now. I what I would learn in the next 2 months, I don't know that I wouldn't be able to use it because I'm not going to publish my personal book. And the children's book, well, yeah, I probably could do something with that. But that my passion and my desire is to get my other books done, the family ancestry books done. And to do that, I just need to focus. Because if I'm taking in new information, I might not be able to finish what I'm working on. Well, we'll
Yeah, yeah,
see.
yeah. I understand what you're saying about the publishing side for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, your focus is on getting the next your other legacy books done.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Would
Um,
you consider giving us a period, like a time for, like if you re-register and come back within
yeah,
4 months, you come back at the $97 Beyond the Book, or is Beyond the Book going to be continuing to go on then?
yeah. Let me think about it, and I'll talk to Fatima too, and then and talk to my other
Your accountant.
yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
I already know. They're gonna
Like,
be
what
like,
are you doing? You're giving
What is the
So,
likelihood of that, though? What's the
uh,
likelihood that you would allow us to just,
I'll let you know on.
Yeah,
I'll let you know. I'll work it out on paper, and then I'll let you guys know.
sure, sure. That's fair. That's
now
fair.
I still
Yeah.
have my other thing that you and I discussed, the a la carte thing. And
Yeah, yeah,
so I still, I'm looking at that, but that would be for the book that we just did, the big book, the
yeah,
personal book. If I can get up enough nerve to go forward and just get it cleaned up by you all so I can have it copied at Office Depot, I got you sent me that price,
yeah,
which yeah, I'm okay with that. That's just that I got to figure out if that's what I'm going to do. But
yeah.
the
With that,
other,
with that part, I would say don't keep hesitating on that. Like put a pin in that book. Finish it to where you feel comfortable finishing it, right?
yep,
If that is just that you want to go down to Kinko's and do it, or if you want, if you decide that no, I do want to have it in, I want it to be passed down through the generations in print, right?
mm-hmm,
Then just do it, right? Like finish that. I would definitely say do that before even starting the other legacy books.
that's
Like
important.
finish this, finish
Yeah,
that. and then move on to the next ones. Because if you don't, you're gonna have like 2 to 3 things. You got the children's book, you got this, you got that. Like there's
Hanger-ons.
yeah, like no. Go ahead and
I
finish.
just need that little window to tighten up, clean up, and then I'll be ready.
Okay. Yeah.
Me-
So
me-
I just so you know, today's Monday, Thursday this week, and then next Monday is you guys' last session with
Right,
me in the part of this, right?
right.
Just
Right.
FYI. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Serena,
Yes. Well, Miss Willie,
before,
let me go to Brother Nazim because I think that
oh,
he came
sure,
off
sure,
mute, and then I'm gonna come back.
sure, that's
Brother
fine.
Nazim, did you have a question or a comment?
Yes, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
No, I've listened and heard everything that I was going to say, but I wanted to add my little two pieces on it. That this trust and the competence that you have brought to the board for me and those who are trying to do what I'm trying to do is you just qualify and you get you're getting your kudos now here. But I need to hear from you. My question to you is that you know where my contents is at. It's not on a type format and see what still the categories it goes into. So I need to know that, and I need to know, am I in the 97 month piece of part of it, or where am I at money wise? Do I need to keep my ball rolling so I can get finished?
Mm-hmm. I can go back and look at where you are, but I know we sent you like some written materials, and I need you to review those materials that we sent you. So in your
Okay.
email, based off of our last conversations, I wrote up like, some of the things and sent it to you so that you could see it on paper. So I need you to go back to the previous emails and read what we gave you so that you can we can go from there. Like you got to
Okay.
review what we gave you, inshallah, and go from
Okay.
there.
Review. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I
then,
got homework.
yeah,
Thank you
bro,
very
you
much for.
got yes, you do. You do have homework. So go check and make sure you have the email and you got it, but like go look at the email, review what we sent you on paper so that then we can move forward from there, inshallah.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Assalamu
Yeah.
alaikum.
Excellent. Okay. Now, Miss Willie.
Yeah, I did a little video yesterday of me opening up my packet.
Oh,
Um,
you
but I wanted to send it to you, and maybe you could share it with the group, or I'll send it to you and you share it next week or whatever. But I'm not sure how I do it. I have it on my phone.
You can go into the Facebook group. So in our Facebook group, and then you can make
Uh-huh.
a post and upload the video into the Facebook group.
Okay. So you want me to post it before you see it?
Yeah, in our private group.
Yeah. But you want, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
in
Okay.
our private group, and then we can pull it. We should be able to pull it down. I think that we can pull it down
I
from
just
the
couldn't
private.
figure out how to do it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when you go into, hold on, let me show you real quick. Hold on.
Facebook. Let's see. What is it called? Cousins Collective, right?
Uh-huh. Um, and then you know how you can make a post and you can add, you know how to add an image to your post
Yeah,
on
I
Facebook?
I think I can. While you're talking to everybody, I'm gonna see if I can send it to you.
Okay. Yep.
Oh,
That would be great.
while we're waiting, I just need to be clear. We can either tell you next Monday that we're going to join the Beyond the Book and continue coming to class and participating in, coming to office hours and participate in the Beyond the Book, or you'll let us know if we can take a 2 or 3 or 4, how long we can, what kind of break we can take, and then come back in at the 97 a month.
Correct.
Okay. But the 97 a month, if we continue on Monday, does include continuation of office hours.
For you all.
Yeah, for us. Okay.
Yeah. I'll talk to my people about how to restructure it properly, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What was I about to do? What I was gonna do is share. Okay. So yeah, on the Facebook, when you are on there, you press the
And download it on there. Okay.
yeah, and then you just pick wherever. This is on the phone, this is on the computer, but same thing on the phone. You press the
Okay.
little photo video and then you can just
Yeah.
select it from your phone.
Well, let's see if I can do that. Okay. All right.
Yep. That's the easiest way, I think.
Right. Okay.
Okay. All right, cool. So I want to do a I'm going to mute you guys because it's like feedback in here. I want to do a 5-minute free write. So this is a practice that we utilize as authors to break through writer's block sometimes, to bring in more creativity, to go deep on a specific subject. And it's what we call like a free write time, right? And so this is where we take a subject or we take a question or we take a prompt and literally you just write whatever comes to mind about that. You don't second guess. This is not trying to make it perfect, none of that, right? This is just looking at an area or a prompt or question and literally free writing, okay? There is no rhyme or reason that, oh, it has to be in this way or none of that. This is just free write, okay? Now, when do you use free writing times? We use free writing times when we sometimes feel a little stuck, like if we feel like, ooh, I'm not quite sure where I want to go. This free writing time allows the brain to start to loosen up and get flowing again. We also use free writing when we are about to go into something new. So let's say I'm going to work on a new chapter, but I'm not quite sure where I want to go in that chapter yet. Using a quick little free 5-minute free writing can help me start to think about what I want to include in there. And so then when I actually start on the real chapter, I have some momentum, going forward. Free writing on a subject that is totally outside of what it is that you're working on at that time too, as I said, can sometimes help you break through writer's block. Like if I'm working on a specific thing and I'm like, going and starting to write about some birds that I saw outside that's totally unrelated from what it is that I am working on in my actual story or book. You'd be surprised, but that free writing on something that's totally outside of what it is that I am working on can also like help to break us through. So that's what free writing is. More than likely, you're not going to use that material. It may become some rough material that you want to clean up later, but that's not really the purpose of it. The purpose of it is to just get the brain flowing. All right. So right now, we are going to do a free write on healing. And the reason we're doing this free write on healing is because I watched a video of Nia Long, who is an actress, right? Actress Nia Long, and she has a new memoir coming out. And in the interview, I think it was with the Today Show. In the interview, she was talking about how the writing of the book made her address issues that she had with her father, right? Like they had like uh, a sensitive, deep, estranged-ish type of relationship. And she talked about how writing it made her confront some of those things, and it was a healing process. So, our prompt for you all, this 5 minutes, whether on paper or Google Doc, however you want to do it, or also, my friends, if you want to talk it out, like using Otter, right? OTTER or dictation or whatever. If you want to talk it out, you can do it that way too. I don't care how you get it out, but we're going to do a free dumping on what is an area of you that you feel needs healing, needs some healing. What is an area in your life, in you, that you feel needs some healing energy to go towards, right? It could be health wise, it could be family wise, it could be a personality thing that you've been doing for years that you know is not really conducive to you. You know, it could be whatever it is, but what is an area, and you're not going to share this with us, okay? You don't have to share it with us. So don't worry about, I'm not going to ask you to share with us unless you just want to or whatever. So you don't have to worry about any, body guessing, judging you or anything from that. This is purely for you. So what is an area within yourself that you feel needs some healing? Okay. So I'm going to give us 20 seconds to think about it, and then I want you to do a 5-minute free write. That means no second guessing. You can burn it at the end if you want to. So nobody is going to see this except you. Okay. Everybody clear on the prompt? We good? All right. Okay. I'm going to be doing it with you all. I'm going to be doing it orally. So I'm going to mute myself here. And I'm going to set the timer. It's 1:14, so we'll be back at 1:20. We'll do it that keep it on the thing. 1:20. All right. So everybody free write, and please just do it. All right. Just get it out, get it out, get it out. All right. So let's go. Let's go ahead and start. Alexa, stop the timer. All right. All right, everybody. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. When you all are here, let me know in the chat that you're back. Or you can
Oops.
okay,
I'm
good.
back.
All right. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. All right. So as I said, I'm not going to have you all share unless you want to share what you wrote about, but I want to know how the free writing process was for you. Okay. So you don't have to share specifics. Like I said, you can burn it. You can do whatever you want to do with it.
I want to share. I want to share.
Okay. Come on.
You know, and I'm going to share this, y'all, because I want y'all to know about me. Willie was so awesome sharing her life. And I have not told you guys about me and what I've been going through, but I want to read this because it's important. And I want you guys to know something about me. And Zarina, thank you for bringing this up. My healing with my opioid addicted mother needs healing. I feel my mother's drug addiction destroyed her and her family. I was under so much chronic stress for 35 years, and I did not know what was causing it until 2020 when we discovered her opioid addiction. Luckily, I had my dad to go through this discovery with me. My mother, no matter how much help we tried to get her, there seemed to be no help available for the mentally ill. My dad has transitioned. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I'm so blessed to have my boyfriend and my son as my support system. I haven't seen my mom since November 2024. I have a love and a hate relationship for her. I love that she birthed me, but I hate that she destroyed her family. And that's it.
Virtual hugs, Miss Sharon. We all sending you virtual hugs. We're all sending you love. We're all sending you healing energy, right? Healing energy. Thank you for trusting us, for sharing that with us and for allowing us to be privy to some deeply sensitive aspects of your life or such. You know, these things are not easy to talk about. These things are not easy to pull the layer back in our own lives because sometimes we feel like if we start digging in there, it's going to make it worse than it already is. And we may have gotten to a place where we feel like we're okay and da 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 and such. But working through them and being able to address them and just sending positive energy and removing any shame that's around it and such. Like all of those are things that help us get to our next best level, right? Our next healed level that we are. So thank you, Miss Sharon, for sharing with us. We are sending you love, right, as you continue to work through those things. And I'm glad you got some loves over there with your son and your
Yeah,
boyfriend too.
I'm thankful that you brought this topic up, and I know Neil Long has a half sister, Samore, the comedian. They share the same father.
Oh.
I didn't know any aspects of her relationship. And when you said she was estranged from her father, I thought, oh my God, I can't identify with that because I was a daddy's girl. But on the flip side, I'm estranged from my mother.
Mhm.
So, it was like, Okay, I understand.
Mhm.
Thank you, Serena.
Thank you for sharing. Appreciate you. Yeah. Um, so anyone else about like the process as a whole? As I told you, you don't have to share the actual thing unless you want to, but just the process, the free writing process. Can you all see how you can utilize this process in your things as you go forward with whatever it is that you decide you want to do?
I'll read mine.
Yes, sir.
I kind of violated some of the stuff, but it's coming from the heart and it's coming from the assignment that she gave us, and it's speaking to a habit that I've got connected to when I became a father of 5 boys.
Hmm.
And when I lost the one, and I was down to, well, after the others came, I was down to 4. But this is what I had to do to get above and beyond where I was at, where other people were trying to put me at, because they thought, oh, you must be, I know how you feel and everything. I got nothing but sympathy and want to throw pity parties. So here's what I did. I put that S on my chest, wake up, get up, and kill some kill what you got to kill today. Workaholic is just as bad as an alcoholic. So you got to be careful how you don't make too much of a habit out of it and stay that way. Put the clock on the wall. Don't look at it again until the next day. Don't laugh. Don't beg. Get paid the MJ way. No praise from family and friends. Clock on the wall says it's time to go because I did it the proper way because I'm looking for God's praise all the way and show me what I have to do it again the next day. And that's my conclusion about putting that S on my chest.
I love that poem. You should keep that one. You should
Yeah, I
keep
think it's
that.
worthy. I got to clean it up a little bit, but it basically says what I was trying to say.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I love that. Yeah, you can do however you want to do it. So whether it comes out in poetry or whatever, that's great. But yeah, definitely I think you should keep that, clean it up, and then you can add it to your writing materials too. Thank you, Brother Nazim.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Anybody else want to share anything before we close out?
I just want to say, well, I'm not on mute. I just want to say to Sharon, I'm just my heart goes out to you. We support you and we care about you. You become a part of this family. And while I've had issues with my mom, I cannot imagine what you've experienced with yours because sometimes we can have the opportunity to reconcile. And I just pray that you'll have that will come for you. And I just wanted you to know we love you and we're thinking about you.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was just something about sharing. You guys didn't know about, stuff that I've been going through
Yeah.
since, prior to the class.
Mm-hmm.
Class has been healing.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All
All
right, Miss
right, Sharon. Yeah, I did what Marva said to Sharon as well. And girl, you got this. You know what I'm saying? You got this. You got this. You do. And it's healing with you sharing. You're healing as you
Yes.
share. So and I did post my thing on Facebook, guys. So look at it. Look at
Okay.
it. I
Okay.
just saw it.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, everybody should have received their certificate.
I
If you
got mine.
Oh, you
I've been
did. Okay.
I've been waiting to open it until I have someone here to video me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Tell somebody come over. Tell them come over.
Well, we just been busy and I was gone all last week. I had a conference and I was like, I gotta open my box. I gotta anyway. My
That's
daughter will be by today. We'll get it done.
okay. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, but I thank you all for being active. I thank you all for, contributing and bringing forward your real thoughts and such. It's been an amazing healing process for me too, in so many different ways. So I appreciate you all. I'm really blessed, to be honest, because I have great clients. Like, all my clients are amazing people, and I learned a lot from you all in so many different aspects of life in general. So I'm very, very, very thankful and grateful for you all being a part of everything that we do. So I will come back with the answers to those questions as far as what's going on going forward with the programs and such. Just FYI, you'll see us doing more live webinars and such for folks coming in. We're going to be putting out a lot more content, because as my goal here is to make sure that we sort of change the mindset around healing through writing, capturing our stories, preserving our legacy, being intentional about making our cultural inheritance passed down. Those are the things that I'm really big on. So I am charged with putting out more content about those subjects and such. So you'll see that as well. And then our team is going to be creating some type of affiliate program. That means when you recommend people to the program, you get an affiliate, what did you call it? Yeah, an affiliate referral fee. You get a referral fee that could pay for your Beyond the Book too, but you get a
Mhm,
referral
mhm,
when you recommend somebody that comes into the program. So they're working on the tech with that, and that will come out as well. You'll see it. And then last thing for the announcements is that don't forget, I'll send out the email again, but we're going to be doing interviews with you all, right? Like your own personal interviews. We're going to do those on Wednesdays, but also we're going to have like one day on the weekend where I just record like five so that we can schedule them out. And if Wednesday doesn't happen to be a time that you can come in live, we'll do it on that weekend. I'm going to record like five of them. Those are going to be hour-long conversations, one-on-one, where we talk about things with your book. We talk about the process. We talk about things you want to share. They're really deep dive, personal biography type of interviews, right? So you don't have to prepare anything. You already know your life. You'll be able just to come in dressed with good quality light on you, and we'll go from there. So that will also come out. Schedule that. Oh, I'm going to put the thing. You can actually schedule it, legacystorykeepers.com. When you click on that, when you go to our website, legacystorykeepers.com, and you click on client login at the top, you're going to
mhm,
see a button on there. Let me just show you real quick how it looks. Um, when you go to legacystorykeepers.com, you click on client login, and then you're going to click on this, schedule your story
mhm,
keeper conversation. When you click on that, it's going to bring up um, this little thing where you fill out this information, and then
mhm,
you can select a date,
mhm.
and that would be the time that we schedule your one-on-one interview. So like Miss Willie, you got a conference that you're doing July, what was it? So
18.
18th, right? So you
Mhm,
may want to do your thing, before that, so that you can share the video, just extra promotion, right? Because then when people start to see you a little bit more, it's like, oh, okay, then they see you at the conference, and then, it's just extra touches. Um, so those are things that everybody is going to have their own individual time, and that's how you schedule it. Go to our website, legacystorykeepers.com, click on client login, and that will be there. And again, this is where you go to the portal too. So click on client login, and it'll take you to this client portal, and that's where you get the class materials and such.
What
So,
one question? How
mhm.
are you going to reach out to me? Because I have two emails, but you only have one. Are you going to email me or are you going to call me on the phone?
We're gonna email you, and I think it's gonna be to the one that we have on file.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, because I only gave you one, but I have, yeah,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, it'll be
But
that one, the one we
I'll
have
check my
on file.
emails because sometimes I don't check them.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it'll be the one we have on file. And yeah, if they need to catch you in some other way, they'll do that
Okay. All
as
right.
well. Okay, cool. All righty, then you all have a great day. Thursday will be the session today. I mean, this week with Fatima, Thursday, at 12 noon again. And then I will be here next Monday.
Okay.
All right. See you guys
Quick
later. Have a
question
great
before we
day.
See
go.
ya.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
you.
Enjoy the
Bye-bye.
weather.
Yes.
Bye.
Brenda Nazim, did you ask a question?
Yeah, I had one quick question. I got an email telling me I was going to get the graduation, and I haven't gotten it yet. So, and it was somebody who sent it. I didn't even recognize their name.
Oh, you didn't get your certificate in the mail?
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it should be there. But I'll double check with the printers.
She sent it through the post office.
Yeah, your certificate, you got it two ways. You got an email with the electronic certificate, and then we also mailed out a physical certificate.
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
not in any wood. It's just a wrapped thing, and it would just be like a paper mail and go through.
Yes, it's probably a box though, because it's framed. We did it luxury for y'all, so we framed it. So
Oh,
it's a
okay.
frame
So,
certificate.
so they would come to the door maybe and put it by the.
Yeah, it should be like a small package.
Yeah, yeah. I go look, but
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. So
Yeah,
okay.
please do. Please do. Let us know.
There you
All right.
go.
Yeah, that's how it should look.
Yeah, I was going to get mine too. Yeah.
Thank y'all. Yeah, it should be a big box then. It's not a little box, it's a big box.
Yep.
Yep.
See?
Brother Nazim, so look, you should have it now. If you don't, yeah, I have to see what went on with it. But let us know, okay?